Hey everyone, so it's been a little bit since we even really kind of talked about BONELAB, or at least it feels that way. By the way, I made a new mod, this ugly house. You can now spawn on your in your sandbox levels that you have. Go get it on mod.io. I'll leave a link for that in the description below. But anyway, I wanted to talk about some predictions that I have for BONELAB. What do I think might come to the game in the next handful of updates? We already know for sure that the game is going to be updated at least a few more times. So what are these few things that we're going to get in the game? So I think we can start off with a little bit of a hopeful desire, a little bit of a hopeful prediction, multiplayer. Now, the reason why I say that this could potentially come is because people have done some digging before, and it seems as though some of the work has already been done, and it was potentially going to be released with the game, but never did come out for whatever reason. My prediction is that the reason why it didn't come out is because they couldn't get it finished in time, and so they're spending this huge break between our last update and whatever this next update is going to be to actually complete and finish multiplayer, so that multiplayer will be released, maybe not necessarily even in the next update, but in an update coming sometime in the future. So I think multiplayer definitely will come. I mean, for goodness sake, multiplayer is like the one thing that's going to save this game. Without multiplayer, BONELAB is just going to die. I think it's already dying and it's on its way out anyway, but if multiplayer comes out in, you know, the next few months or whatever, that's going to change everything, and it's going to revitalize everything, and it's going to come back to life, and it's going to have a ton of new players potentially even, and a lot of players playing together and doing all kinds of wacky fun things. If multiplayer does come out, by the way, I will definitely be doing a new series on this channel utilizing multiplayer. So hopefully multiplayer does come out, but if it doesn't, that's going to be a shame. People are still working on mods and stuff for it, so maybe the mods will be done in time, and then maybe we can do the series anyway. But for now, that's all I have to say about multiplayer. Hopefully it's coming. I definitely think it might be coming, which, who knows? Let's be a little bit hopeful here. Anyway, number 2, I think we're definitely going to have more secret rooms and key cards and stuff like that to find and open up doors and things like that, as well as some unlockables and stuff within them. So the reason why I think this is a possibility is because there are some maps that used to have key cards that no longer have key cards. I actually did a video on these missing key cards. You can find that in the top right in the card or whatever. Cards. But basically, there's some maps that used to have them. For example, the arena. There used to be a card up at the top of the roof or whatever, but it's not there anymore for whatever reason. So I think that maybe the arena and a lot of these other maps will have those key cards either come back or be moved to a new location and actually have functionality, actually be able to find a key card where there didn't used to be one and unlock more rooms where there didn't used to be one. And maybe these rooms can involve all kinds of puzzles, challenges, what have you inside of them. Maybe even expanding into almost a full-length stretch of a campaign. That's being a little bit more hopeful, obviously. So I don't think that would happen, but I definitely think we are 100% going to get more key cards and more secret doors and rooms and stuff like that. I think that goes without saying, but hopefully some of these secret rooms will have full-on puzzles and campaign length adventures, like not full campaign length, you know what I mean, like just a single chapter in the campaign or whatever, a single level in the campaign, if you will. So they could even unlock like secret levels or something beyond just a secret rooms. That I definitely hope that's the case, but bare minimum, we are definitely getting more secret rooms and key cards. So number 3 here, I think we're definitely going to get better mod support. I think that the SDK is going to be finished, and again, this goes back to what I said near the beginning. I think this huge break between the last update and whatever this next update is going to be probably is them working on the SDK a little bit, getting it a little bit more polished and fixed up and ready to be shipped out so that's 100% polished. And again, just like with multiplayer, this game is dying because of its lack of mod support, a lack of the SDK functionalities and features and stuff like that. It's currently way too difficult to make something grabbable or to make, you know, a lot of the bare minimum stuff, like to make like NPCs and stuff like that. It's currently too difficult to do some of these things, and sure, you may just argue that you just need to get good or you need to, just practice, whatever else like that, because people are doing it. People are making custom vehicles, custom weapons, customizable things that are grabbable and whatever. But the problem is the people that are doing this, they're actually just using workarounds and stuff. They're using mods for the mod, and it's wacky and crazy. And I think it would just be better overall if this was just a full fleshed out system, so that if we wanted to make something rideable, we can maybe attach some kind of item to whatever item we have already created, and that could be like an invisible seat object that we can then sit on or whatever else like that, or have like a better grabbable system where we can attach things to certain points and be able to grab stuff. Overall, we definitely need this, and I definitely think this is 100% being worked on and will come out in either the next update or the update after that. So yeah, better mod support, SDK. Again, this is going to help the game so much if this comes out, but that's just one of the many things here that I'm predicting. Number 4 here is more spawnables. Again, I kind of mentioned this one earlier with the secret rooms thing, but I think specifically one of the spawnables that we are going to get is the taxi. This seems a little bit weird of a prediction, I know, but I have a hunch, and it's so stupid, but I have a hunch that we are going to get this taxi as a spawnable object, something that we can find somewhere in the game. If it's already in the game, by the way, feel free to roast me in the comments, because I'm pretty sure it's not in the game as a spawnable object, because I've seen a mod for it on mod.io, but I think the taxi will be one of the spawnable objects that we can unlock in the future, maybe in one of these new secret rooms or something like that. Maybe the secret room will actually be at the very end of the game, at the very end of a home or ascent or whatever, and you get to the very top, and before you go in the taxi, you can actually take the key card that you collected earlier and go behind the elevator or something and stick it in there, or maybe it's in the floor or something, you stick it in the floor and it just opens up this other area, and there's a spawnable for it or something. I think also some more spawnables could be like maybe a new gun or two. Basically anything that is like in the game currently that doesn't have a spawnable variant, like something that we can pick up, you know, and actually spawn with the spawn gun. Anything that currently isn't spawnable will probably be spawnable in the future. Maybe not in the next update, but by the time the game is finished and it's not getting any more updates, we'll probably be able to spawn pretty much anything in the game. I wouldn't even be surprised that if before they abandon the game or whatever, they're just like, okay, here's just all of them. You can just unlock all of them immediately with this special thing or something. But yeah, I definitely think we're going to get more spawnables, especially stuff that is in the game that we haven't been able to spawn yet. So I would definitely love to see that at least. And I think it might actually happen. So I got 2 more here. This next one, number 5, is new sandbox maps. I definitely think we're going to get a new sandbox map. It might be something similar to Baseline or anything else, like any of the other ones, like the Parkway or whatever like that, right? I think there's going to be a lot of new ones, but there's probably only going to be like one new one, if we're being honest. There's probably going to be one new awesome sandbox map. It's not gonna, it might have like a combination of like a racetrack and like a desert and like just a big flat area somewhere. It might be a combination of stuff. It may have something to do with some rooms that we've heard mentioned before in some of the clipboards and stuff like that. But I think overall we are definitely going to get a new sandbox map. It might even be an arena. It could be an arena. It could be a new parkour map or something like that. We are definitely getting a new sandbox map. I can almost guarantee that. I have the most confidence in this out of all my predictions. We are 100% getting a new map. What kind of map would it be? Is it going to be in the next update or the update after that? I'm not sure, but we are definitely getting it. So here, lastly, I want to talk about the arena for a second. I mentioned it earlier, but there is a huge empty space behind the arena. If you go out of the arena, you can use like the Nimbus gun to get out there or whatever like that. The sandbox there is just massive. Like, it's way bigger than what is actually utilized. So my final prediction here is that something is going to be placed out there in the future. Maybe in the next update, maybe in another update after that or something, but definitely something will be placed out there. Maybe it'll have something to do with new keycard functionality. Maybe there will be a new like structure out there that you use a keycard to go inside of. Maybe it'll be some kind of like parkour section or something like that. So rather than going straight into the arena, you can turn right or something and go outside and go through some kind of parkour thing or something. Overall though, it seems like a lot of space is out there that's not being utilized whatsoever, and it makes me extremely suspicious. It makes me think that, yeah, they're definitely going to do something with this empty space here. So yeah, there you go. There is 6 predictions from me that I think might come to the game. Some of them are a little bit more hopeful than I'd like to admit, but I definitely think all of these will eventually come to the game, but before the game is finally booted out, with the one being most unlikely being multiplayer, of course. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing this video or something like that, because it really helps out the channel a lot, and I'd love the support. So yeah, do all those awesome things, those wonderful things, what have you, and remember to stay asleep.